Hello America, hello world. We are back with another episode of TMT, Tony Magnum Trucking. Now, today's video, we're going to talk about calories in and what do I eat on the road to support my weight loss. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tony, you talk about weight loss, but you eat one of these Sbarro pizzas. What the fuck? I'm going to explain. Give me a second. Now, there's two reasons why I'm eating this pizza and basically posting it. I guess three. First is, I want to tell y'all about, I want to do this stuff because I want to bring a level of authenticity, realness, to the idea of YouTube and fitness and yada yada. I'm not going to fucking lie to you, okay? I'm not going to pretend that I'm losing all this weight and not like I ever ate a freaking slice of pizza. I'm eating it right now in your face. So excuse the rudeness of that. That's number one. Number two is also to express the point. If you're counting your calories, you can have yourself a treat if you want. It's just a little higher. It just ate up more of your budget if you're setting yourself into a calorie deficit. As long as it's within your budget, hey, you know, it's kind of a sacrifice. And sometimes you did so good, it's okay to treat yourself. And I'm saying that in the light tone. Do the work, do honest work, but be hard on yourself, but don't try to overstarve yourself to do something crazy things. And then finally, number three is to celebrate the fact I did get me a tool that's going to help with the weight loss and staying more on track. All I gotta do is say no to these more often, but I want to say yes to this. Now, I'll admit, one particular day, this past Friday, it was a hard day for me because I went ahead, had me a little extra, no big deal. But when you're in a calorie deficit, this food right here tastes so much better. So it kind of triggered a little, why not? It triggered it in me. And I'm not saying this to be irresponsible. You have to accept the notion of calories in, calories out. And also, when you track your calories enough, you cannot act like you don't know. That's why a lot of the fat acceptance people are upset now that they're putting the calories on this food and stuff. So this right here, we're going to round it up. This is 600 calories. So I know, I can't pretend I don't know, even though it's just a little extra, no big deal, right? I just want it to taste good. You know, all that shit's in play, but you cannot distract from the fact that, yeah, you did that. So it behooves you to get back on track if your goal is to lose weight. This is more focused on the calories in portion, what you shoving in your face. I'm shoving this pizza in my face. Now, so that one Friday, yeah, I ate a little bit more than I should have, given how much work I have been doing in the first place. So I've been doing all this work, set a nice little standard. Today was a little spike. That day, Friday, was a bit of a spike. Not like I just ate everything in sight, but I ate a few extra pizzas. I even had there's a little cheesecake cup at one of these places. The Love's truck stops, right now they're holding it as top tier when it comes to just food selection and service. Normally, thanks to my company, I go to Pilots more often. They're okay. The biggest factor I don't like about them is, number one, the parking seems to be, it's a hit or miss on how big and how sizable those particular parking lots are, the Pilots. It's doable, but with my low skill set, it makes it harder. You got to find a nice big one. Loves tend to have bigger ones, and their food selection, let's get back on the food. The food selection is a lot better. You have your healthy choices. It's just you still got to count those calories. Now, what we're going to celebrate though is the tool that I bought. Let's put that away for now. To help me keep better track. And that's this bad boy here. It's a cooler, not an ice cooler. This cooler you could actually plug you actually plug it into your truck. Sorry, I cut the fan off on it because I put my hand over it. And it keeps the food cool. Now, with that being an option, I can actually eat more of the food that I kind of filtered on during my training. When I was with my trainer, he wanted to give me some hell because I wanted to eat smarter and not eat nearly as much as him. He's not a big guy by any means, but the food he ate were definitely more nasty and higher in calories. By nasty, I mean nasty as in not that good for you, higher in calories and shit like that. Chicken tenders is his favorite. Let's put it that way. Now, with this, before I get into the cooler, what I got for the cooler, what I'm going to eat more on a regular basis, let's talk about the real star of the show about what I eat. The star of the show is, oh shit, I'm gonna drum roll. Atkins bars, the high protein meal bars. These are the shit. Not because of their taste, even though they have a shit ton of flavors. That's awesome. So you won't get bored. You may get bored with the idea of eating the nutritional candy bar every here and there. But what makes it the star? The high protein. Look at that. This one has 16 grams of protein and that fiber. The fiber is definitely going to keep you fuller longer. That's the key portion. It's a good chunk of protein with fiber. I would say a minimum. If you want to get these, try to aim for the ones. Try to aim for the protein meal ones. They're the ones better for this. 15 grams, at least 15 grams of protein and 10 grams of fiber minimum. Atkins, I'm not saying you want to, sponsor me or anything, but yes, it works. I'm doing most of my weight loss has been, especially on the road, has been given to these bad boys here. Okay, and they're only about, this is probably the highest in calorie one. 250 calories. So they range usually from 170 to 250. So in my head, every time I eat one, I count it up as 200 calories. Okay. So that's my 200 calories for the day whenever I'm staying in my budget. Those are the star of the show. They keep you fuller longer. Let's just say I have a day of just driving. 4 to 5 of these bars will keep you alive and you will survive. If you just suck up the boredom and all that bunch of mess, you'll be all right with these. These are a good option, okay? And also, shout out to Coach Greg for, that's how I learned about the factor of protein of the protein and the fiber to help you count your calories and keep you fuller longer. Shout out to Coach Greg. Also, check out his supplement line, and he has what's called CICO bars. C-I-C-O, calories in, calories out. See how it works. And they range around 200 calories, about 20 grams of protein, and a good chunk of fiber in there. I want to say maybe 12, 15, somewhere there. I was using his bars when I was on the home front because I'm like, hey, that's a good idea. And they were used I use those mostly for my pre-workout meal, so that way I can be full through my entire workout. So give him a shout out, and check out his product line. I definitely recommend those. But if you're you want something quick, fast, in a hurry, bam, Atkins bars. Don't worry about it being it's not a fad diet. It's not a fad if you stick to it. Any one of those diets can technically work if you stick to it. Okay? So if you're just like, I'm getting tired, and you want to jump to something else, that's where you got to have some discipline. That's where you got to have some discipline in the diet. Don't put yourself in a diet where you're going to starve yourself and make yourself miserable. But when you gotta stick to a plan to make it work. Okay, you ever seen that meme where you got the two people, they're digging, the one guy, he's almost at the gold pile, but he gets up, and the other guy's like almost right there? It's kind of like that. Okay, stick to it. So that's the star of the show. Another important point is energy drinks. Energy drinks are loaded in sugar. So what do? Choose the sugar-free option. Brings you to the next star. Boom, sugar-free Red Bulls. I drink these like almost all the time. I got several packs of those in my back part, and I just keep, every time I go to the truck stop, I see if they got a pack or something like that. I try to get 2, maybe even 3 of these. Some of y'all think, man, Tony, that's expensive. Don't worry about what the fuck I spend my money on. The fact is, if you want something, you're going to put your money to what you prioritize, no matter how much money you make or how little money you make. Okay, remember that. Let me see here. Oh, Another thing I drink is, bam, just to change it up and have a little different pace from water, is Pepsi Zero or Pepsi Diet. Why? Because they have 0 calories. Imagine that. So it changes it up to just have a little flavor. And why do you choose these? Let's just say you choose something that's kind of healthy. Here's a Gatorade. Bought this for the video here. Now, here's a Gatorade. Nothing really wrong with a Gatorade. It's just that, look at that. That's 140 calories. Is that really a big chunk of calories? No. But it's the idea of not drinking your calories. You could drink a shit ton of stuff. Imagine if I had a huge, big old liter bottle of this. That's a liter of 0 calories. Now, that's 140 in this one. Imagine how much a big old liter bottle would be in that. And that's the scary part that really shocked me into sticking with the calorie counter. Because once you realize, damn, so if I want to lose weight, I got to count my calories. Cool. Then you realize how many calories you have been easily throwing down without even thinking about it. Example, that damn little pie thing I mentioned before, it was 500 calories itself. There's those slices of cake that they have at the deli at Walmart or whatnot. That's 700 calories in one slice of cake. That's the thing you need to realize, the damage you have been doing. So there is some merit to the idea you have to unlearn your habits. And once you know, you cannot unknow. You cannot claim to be ignorant anymore. You have to take responsibility. If weight loss is your choice, if weight loss is not your goal, don't worry about what the fuck you eating. When I was in the 300 range, 320, 350, all the way right there, do you think was I concerned about weight loss? No. And that's one of the reasons why I was really resistant to the idea of lifting weights. I was pumping iron, I was good. I knew the factor of part of my weight loss was because I wasn't in the Marine Corps anymore. I wasn't mandatory running around all that damn time. So when it came to, I like to say this a lot to a lot of people who like to jab at me for my strength training in the gym. They go, what about your cardio? What about your cardio? As if they do anything themselves. That's the thing that really pissed me off. You don't do shit. Who are you to fucking judge me? The fuck out of here. Tony Magnum, look at that. Still got the pet pocket. But anyway, so these people wanted to talk about that, and my statement to them was, I do cardio the same way you do fitness as a whole, only when I feel like it. Of course, they don't like that, but guess what? That's how they operate. And that's where the level of discipline, my discipline was more on strength training. And when it came to cardio, I did it as a playful check in the box. I got a little cardio in it. I did a little playful with it. It wasn't like, I made this the habit, and then, okay, I'll just throw in a diet Pepsi. You know, you had to be consistent. And you're going to be consistent in something. And consistency is key. The good side, if you're consistent with doing positive actions, you're going to get positive results. If you're dark side, if you're consistent with negative action, you're going to be getting negative results. Don't act surprised. That's the thing that really pisses me off about people. Don't act fucking surprised. Now, we're going to stretch on to the cooler. Now, what did I get for the cooler that's going to help me if I'm going to be more stringent on watching what I eat? Yeah, ready for this one, okay? Simple shit. First, let me show y'all my little salad I got at the Sabaro's place. I'm going to have that a little later on. Just simple little salad. And let me see, let me read back here. It says 500 calories. Must be because of all that cheese. I'm like, 500 calories? Really? But also, you got to remember the dressing that you put on here too. Dressing is nothing but heavy in fat. So, look, matter of fact, I did get dressing. Where is it at? Here it is. Let's look at it real quick. Let's have a learning moment, okay? Here's the pack of the dressing I got with it, just, you know, add some flavor. That right there is 200 calories in this little bit right here. That's an extra 200 to this 500. So this is a 700 calorie with only, we're looking at 4 grams of protein. That's not a good ratio. That's not a good ratio. Okay? Now, here's another thing. I did this on my Instagram. Check out my Instagram, Tony Magnum 0. They kind of shadow my other one. But anyway, that's 200 calories. That's 200 calories in this little bit right here. Imagine how much dressing that we just drizzle on salads on a regular basis just because you want it to taste good. Yeah, you want it to taste good because it's covered in fat. It's not. This is not new. It's one of the irritating things when I talk about this. It's not new. You just have to be disciplined and consistent if your goal is to lose weight. Look at this shit. Read the back. It's been around since I was freaking little. Matter of fact, y'all remember this little, some of y'all may remember this commercial. Some of y'all are too young to remember anything about core values or any kind of things that's actually worth some merit. But there was this little public service announcement that, you ever heard of Curious George? They had a little commercial about him. George always looks before he eat, man. Breakfast, lunch, or tasty treat. Just check out that food label. That food label. Read it before you eat it. So, I'm sorry, but that was the commercial, and it made sense. I just wish I would have paid attention to it a little bit more when I was younger. But, oh well. Again, my whole backing of weight loss is, one, I got motivated by motherfuckers who don't do anything. You want to talk shit about me not watching my weight or trying to look pretty? That's another factor. I'm not doing this to look pretty. Sure, I may be more attractive. I'm ugly as fuck. I may have gone from a 1 to a 1.5. I may have gone to that, but that's not the point. The point is for my overall health, and it's better long term to actually, be a little bit lighter. So that's one right there. Shout out to Alan Roberts on that health motivation. And also two, I'm doing this because a lot of y'all fucking say it's so damn hard. It wasn't hard. Count your fucking calories. Watch what you eat. You already know the options of what to do. You just don't want to do it. Last little quick story on that. Me being the random nice guy that I am, and another thing why I'm glad I'm in trucking, where I can do my little random nice guy shit and people don't think too much of it. It's like, oh, this dude was nice to me, just random out in and out, versus me being my random nice guy acts when I'm with a group of people who get familiar with me. Then of course they take it as weakness and they start fucking with me. Yeah, I'm glad about that. Anywho, so this woman, there's an older woman. She's a big woman. She's probably right about 280, something like that, and no muscle. So she is like, but she was nice to me and anything. It's not like I'm looking at her physique and everything, and you're doing this whole judgment call, calling her a shitty person and yada yada. It's just, that's a big woman, whatever. But the fact that she's a big woman, she knows her issue, and this proves it. So the random nice guy act, I was at the drink machine. I was going to get me another soda. Excuse me. I asked her, hey, would you like a soda, ma'am? And she says, oh, yes. She wants some Mountain Dew. And I gave her the option. You want regular or diet? I'm not poking at her. I'm asking, which one does she want? She chooses the regular. But when she chose the regular, she said, I probably should get diet, but I'm going to get the regular because of the taste. The taste is not really that different, but she made her choice. She knew, she's aware. There's the grand majority of it. I don't care. All these fat acceptance TikToker motherfuckers, you're just lazy. You're just lazy. And I know people want to talk about this whole genetic thing. Well, genetically, I'm gifted to be a beast in the gym. 315 is just the tip of my strength. Just me. Oh, like, damn, 315. That's how it is. A lot of people are getting excited for freaking 225. And I'm like, oh, 315. I'm just getting started. Okay, but that's my genetic gift, blah, blah, blah. The point is, you cannot be using these excuses all the damn time. You are still responsible for what the fuck you put in your body. You have to accept that. Those 600-pound people, and also the other people, you can't be an enabler to them. Those 600-pound motherfuckers, they can't move. Who's bringing them the food? If you care about the person, then don't bring them the food. Now, I'm not saying that to businesses, per se, like Domino's. Somebody orders Domino's, they order like 3 fucking large pizzas. Cool, whatever. You make the pizzas, you bring them over. The delivery guy sees that it's a scooter driving 600-pound motherfucker. That's not his business. He's doing his job. Now, it's the family members that claim to care. Let me get this straight. You're going to keep feeding your family member all this food without, and you say you care about them, but you're worried about them being mad. Let them be mad. You're actually doing something that's better for them. If they really want to eat all that damn food, make them do them themselves. They might might actually burn some calories by moving around a little bit. Just saying. All right, that's a long time me running my suck, but I just wanted to show y'all. I got my new tool here. Damn, I didn't even talk about the other thing. Real quick, rushing through this. Damn, the main thing, the other heavy thing I want to eat more of are these two options right here on my calorie counter. You ever seen the Atkins bars? Bam, Lunchables. These little Lunchables are good because of the fact you got to chew them a little bit more. Kind of, it gives you a little satiation, and just the simple truck stop sandwiches. These are roughly 500 calories per. So if you want to go a little heavy, you want to just have the okay snack, get a Lunchable. I want to have the just a little bit heavier but still counting the calories. Bam, truck stop sandwich. Boom. All right. There we go. There we go. And lastly, this is my heavy protein thing. I don't drink these a lot, but if I'm at a truck stop, that's the heavier one. They have another one, those premier ones. Those are at the Loves. They're only 160 calories for 30 grams of protein. Those was at 220 for 40. All right, there it is. Sorry I went a little over the time I wanted to, but there we go. Quick recap. Yes, count your calories. Be aware of what you eat. You don't gotta be restricting yourself and taking away from stuff. Just count the calories up and get your Huffy Puffy on. Okay, you're at a truck stop or whatever, get your Huffy Puffy on. That's what I eat. And now with this cooler system, I want to be able to be more consistent with just sticking to the bars and the truck stop sandwiches and the Lunchables. Thank you for the time, and also, yep, stay hydrated. You always gotta have a drink source. Thank you for your time. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for more, and ask me more questions, please, because I'm going to keep trying to bring it to you. Tony Magnum Trucking. You want some? Come get some.